Make sure the mic on or the mic in on. Yeah, the mic on now. What's up, guys? I hope you all dressing warm up there, cause yeah. All right. How y'all doing? Got a bit of gaming news for you guys. All right, sit back, cause this one might be a little bit lengthy. All right, no, for real, sit back. I don't know if any of you guys know about Google Stadia, but apparently they are closing their game development studios. It's the ones in Montreal and Los Angeles. Let's say up to 150 people are affected by this. That's not the main issue right now because they canceling all their projects. Aside from any near term planned games, they're also attempting to try and get everyone who lost those jobs, they're trying to find something else for them to do. Before I get too ahead of myself, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give you guys the rundown. For those of you who don't know what Google Stadia is, it's a games platform and it was a cloud gaming service platform. So what I mean by that is you can actually play video games on the cloud. They have their own service in Google and you can actually stream and play those games by themselves. Also, what they were actually planning on doing was making their own games inside Google to put on that platform. And that is where things took us south. And that's why things are going a little bit the way they're going right now, because that's the part that's closing down. Like they shut that down completely. The games and entertainment division launched in March of 2019, and then the Stadia itself launched in November of 2019. And that was like 7 months for them to develop exclusive games on their platform. I don't know how long it takes to make a game because I am not a game developer, but I know for well sure that 7 months is not enough time to make a game to put on a platform. And it didn't sound like they just wanted to make one game. They wanted to make more than one. So that was like far too short of a time for that to happen. And it was just not, that was just not gonna work. Second reason why it failed was because I think that the timing was lousy. Because think about it. At the time that they announced that Stadia was coming, Switch was already out, and Switch like is a good enough console on its own. I mean, they have a bunch of indie developers going on their platform and bringing out their games, and it was already going strong and still going strong to this day. All right, so that's on one end of the spectrum. I say spectrum. What the hell? In the year when they announced Stadia, the very next year, PS5 and Xbox Series X was gonna come out, and if y'all know people, and I know y'all, especially some of y'all Bahamian dudes, I know how y'all is go. These dudes they be die hard for their systems. Like you ain't seeing no one else who buying a PS5 thinking that they can buy into another system like Stadia, or people who buying an Xbox can buy into another system. It's like they should have waited for a while. If anything, the way I feel it should have went down was they should have just announced it and not brought it out yet and took that time to like work on it. Because I mean, man, like no one who have a PS5 or an Xbox Series X and who is a diehard supporter of either of those things, if they already have that, they ain't ready to buy into nothing else like that. That's just how I feel about it, and the numbers don't lie. So my third point as to why, well, let me call this 3.5 because I already mentioned some other things, like 3 other things already. So here's the thing, and this is where the lines get a little bit blurred. By that I mean, Stadia is attempting to they're doing it very badly, mind you. They was attempting to straddle a line between cloud gaming and a gaming platform. And here's what I mean by this. This is where things get a little bit wonky. All right. It's basically like PS Now combined with PS Plus. I have to explain that. So, okay, when you sign into Stadia, you get games for free, but you only get a certain amount of games, and they release like I think it's like up to 10 or maybe you get 10 of those games for free. But if you pay for the pro version, where it's $10 a month, you still get to choose whatever games you want to play, but you still have to pay for them. But even when you pay for them, you're not owning them. Like you can't download them to your hard drive. You have to stream them on their platform. that's a little weird because there's so many other superior services that you could use. I just call off two. There's PS Now, PS Plus, Xbox has their X Pass and Xbox Live Arcade. Steam, you could buy a game and like own it. Epic, you could have a game and own it. Like, there's plenty of other options other than doing whatever the hell Stadia is trying to do. And that just like I hope I didn't call anything off wrong, because it just sounds way too confusing, and I don't think a lot of people into that. I have one question for y'all. Anybody remember Google Glass? Anybody remember Google Plus? No? Because they gone, right? Exactly. This is the overarching problem with all of this, okay? Because Google has no sense of direction, or they just have a total lack of vision. It's like, one of my friends put it the best way. It's like taking a scatter shot at a wall. They just throw all the ideas at a wall, and whatever sticks, that's what they're working with, you know? Or even like throwing a net out into the sea, and whatever comes in the net, that's what they're going with, because they don't like to like work on things to make them better. Like, if it doesn't catch, then they just drop it, because Google Plus gone, Google Glass gone. It's like, I don't know what's going on with them. Didn't they have something else, like a music service called Play Music or something I heard about? I don't even remember. Like, it's like they just don't want to work on the things that they doing, and everything that's working for them, they just, oh, okay, cool, we got these or whatever. This is terrible for a company that has no financial restraints, because I mean, let's be real, Google got the money, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, man, they should at least try to like work on something like this, because hear me out, okay? I saw videos on people them playing off of Google Stadia, like streaming the game, whatever game they was playing on Stadia, and I have to admit, I wasn't sold on it when I first heard about it, but seeing it, I was like pretty okay. I heard some reviews on it. I heard that some people said that like the gameplay experience is seamless. Like, there's little to no lag. They had less issues. There's even a video with a guy who was showing Red Dead Redemption 2. He was showing how fast it loads up on each one. He had it on a PS4 console, and he had it on PC, and then he had it on Stadia. So I was like, oh, okay, that's pretty cool. So yeah, I thought it was pretty, and the one on Stadia booted up like just like that. And I was like, all right, this is pretty cool. So I mean, look, the overall thing about this entire situation is that Google has to like get themselves to a point where they like try to like make whatever they trying to work on better, and not just throw it out there and hope it works, because that tactic doesn't work out for too long, and it leaves people feeling disappointed. And believe me, I wasn't surprised that this happened. I was not surprised in any way, because a lot of people was expecting this to happen, because it's happened before with a lot of other things. Like I mentioned, Google Glass, the Play Music thing, Google Plus, all of those, like we all saw this was coming. So we just want them to do a little bit better in working on these things, because I mean, the only thing that I could see happening to this is that they might actually sell like their streaming capabilities, or their streaming software, or however they stream video games, to like outside developers, and that's bad. I mean, it's not 100% bad, but it could be better, because I mean, Google is a name everybody knows. So why don't just fix it? That's all I saying. Anyway, this has been the gaming news for the day. I hope y'all doing all right. Little side note, I will be putting my new schedule. Finally, I created a schedule. Sue me, all right? It took me a while ago, but yeah, I got one. So I'll be putting my schedule up on my gaming channel. Y'all could actually see it if y'all follow my channel or whatever. Don't forget to go and check out my videos on YouTube. I also have them here on Facebook, but I have them on YouTube too. I have like other cool stuff on the YouTube channel too. But check those out, and yeah, that's pretty much it. So peace, love, and hair grease. Y'all take it easy, and I will see y'all later. Y'all take it easy. All right, bye. I'm gonna go now. Get out of here.